Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back again, y'all, to the Nick Man TV show. And plus, we got the Game Changer podcast on also too. Today, we got a good debate. We're gonna talk about the great legend Kobe Bryant, the man who had two Hall of Fame careers, but with two different numbers. Number 8, the young killer, versus number 24, the masterminded mama mentality vet. How y'all fellas doing today? What's up?
What's up?
What up?
Yes, sir. We got Gnome G, we got Boss Man J, and we got Mirror Socrates here with me today though. But you want to start it off, Gnome? Want to give your take on which Kobe was the best to you, or what you remember?
Yeah. So we were talking on the show before we have started the show up, and we were giving our opinions and everything. And I really just had to go with number 24. I had to go with the Black Mamba. When Kobe was going through his situation, his case, when he got out of that, he really was trying to do a rebirth of his career and do a revamp of who he was. So
rebrand.
Rebrand. So he tapped into some people around the NBA. I forget the particular guy that he had met up with, but I guess this guy was good with rebranding athletes and celebrities, of that type. And they leaned into the Black Mamba moniker and to that energy, and just being dialed in, being all about work ethic and everything. And we all know that Kobe is built, his whole brand was built off of outworking everybody, staying in the gym, after practice, going back, putting up shots after games. And on the second half of his career, I think he really tapped into that energy compared to his first part of his career, even though the first part of his career he did win his 3 rings, where in the back end of his career he won 2, which I'll take the less championship, because he didn't have Shaq, which we would say is probably the most dominant player in NBA history, most definitely the most dominant center ever. And I'll take him on the back end because he had his 81-point game, and he just, to me, was that part of Kobe, to me, just he really embodied winning and wanting to win, even though he did have his slump where before he did get Powell, where a lot of people did forget that he was almost saying he'll leave LA if they didn't do something at one point. I think that was
he definitely asked for a trade. He definitely wanted to go to Chicago.
Yeah, that was the trade. Yeah, that was the Smush Parker era, and
Kobe fans forget that.
Yeah, that era where he was ready to get out of there, and until they got Powell, they made that blockbuster trade to get Powell there, and
Jerry West did that snake shit. But also, hey, no, what about this part? I'm gonna let you finish this. But Kobe was the first person to make a snake feel like his brand. I mean, a snake wasn't a good animal to name your brand after at the time. And now everybody thinks of Black Mamba is just a good brand.
I guess he was saying he was deadly, how deadly he was. You know what I'm saying?
Snake shit represent the devil.
Yeah. There's a lot of esoteric stuff behind that, but we're not here for that part of Kobe Bryant. We don't need to get that. We're gonna keep it basketball.
Yeah.
So let me give my bad. I was gonna say, let me give you an update on production. If you want to bring the other picture up, where we got some of the young Kobe stats when he was number 8, the athletic assassin. If you can bring that up for me. But it reading off that his play style was explosive, fearless. He was a pure scorer, elite defender, and it was during the Shaq era, as you had brought up though. And how many games did he play? He played like 707 games, as we can see here, 770 games. And points, he got 16,866, 3,000 rebounds, 3,000 plus assists, you know what I'm saying? And like you said, the achievement was three NBA champions, 1 scoring title, 8 All-Star appearances, 8 All-NBA, 4 first teams, and multiple all-defensive selection, you know what I mean? So, hey, that's some numbers that the guy putting up.
Did the 81 come in the number 8?
No, that came in the 24.
Yeah, I think they came 24.
Okay.
Yeah, that was towards the end of his career there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
2006.
But the good thing and the bad thing about number 8 was a phenom. He came in, out of high school and this and that, and he had the Jordan makeup, or he had the Jordan build. And he was eager to learn. Remember that young Kobe? He was eager to learn. Mm-hmm. But can we say that they fucked up a couple of championships, him and Shaq, by not keeping their egos in check when they were, because Shaq was older, remember? Shaq was a little older. Kobe had the coming in with the energy like, you know what I'm saying? I'm the man. It's my team, basically. I want my own team. He got to the point where he was calling Shaq lazy. So that was a bad part of the number 8 Kobe, who wasn't self-aware enough to know, like, damn, bro, we really could win about 5 championships straight if I could keep Shaq on board. You know what I'm saying? We could win like 5 straight.
Yeah,
so with that, Kobe was not the best person to play with. He was just like Jordan. He wasn't the best teammate.
Say shit. Neither was Jordan. But now Hollywood 954 said, yeah, but there's a lot of different factors that play into that. That plays into what? Like,
what are you talking about? The Kobe ego factor that him and Shaq couldn't see past their own, differences, because they could have ran all by 5 championships, bro. Real talk, right at that moment.
Yeah, most definitely. And once again, that's why this is a hard debate. It's a hard debate to say what Kobe was the best Kobe at the time. And once again, like I say, because that younger Kobe could have ended up winning a lot more before 06. Could have won those titles that the Spurs won, and and could maybe solidify the younger Kobe as the better Kobe than the Black Mamba Kobe. But once again, that's why my argument, even though they won 3 titles in that era of Kobe, I would go with the Black Mamba Kobe, because that is where the branding of Kobe Bryant really sticks. I don't think the younger Kobe sticks with his fans or with NBA fans as much as the Black Mamba brand sticks with NBA fans. That's just my personal opinion from what I've seen going on that second half of his career, because his shoes, the one shoe outside of Jordan that really sells, are Kobe's.
A couple of them.
Yeah, a lot of people don't sell outside of Jordan, but Kobe did. And it's the Black Mamba branding that I feel a lot of people got Kobe's and actually hooped in Kobe's. See, people actually hoop in Kobe's though. People actually hoop in the first Kobe's. They were some of the most ugly shoes. The first Kobe, like Master.
Just about to say that.
Like
Adidas sneakers.
You remember Kobe had to switch from Adidas. He had to switch.
Yeah, he had the Adidas first.
Ooh, they were horrible.
Yeah,
Adidas Kobe. That's what we should have said. Which was better, Adidas Kobe or Nike Kobe?
It's almost the same.
I like the 24. I like the 24 Kobe because of that killer mentality. That I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna take control and win at all costs. That's the Kobe that I like, and I ain't no fan of Kobe.
But I think 8 was just the same though. I think 8 was just the same, but it was Shaq's team and things like that. And remember, Kobe was taking those shots when Shaq was even on there, as we saw on documentaries, saying that how he didn't care what Shaq say. or what Phil had to say, especially when Shaq went down in that playoff run. He ended up stepping it up. You know what I mean? So I mean, I definitely like number 8. You know, I'm not a huge Kobe Bryant fan like that, but to me, I like number 8. You know what I'm saying? The young Kobe, the one that come through flying when they was the Lake Show. When you know what I'm saying? So when he first came in, of course his shot wasn't is his peer, but the mentality was still there. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't have he didn't fear nothing, you know, coming up the airball shot from Utah. So
okay. And this brings me to my next critique of Kobe. The 24 Kobe didn't care about nothing but scoring. He didn't make nobody better. He just basically scored the basketball. He was a great scorer of the basketball. We talked about that with Kevin Durant. He affected the game in the way of scoring, but not much else. He played defense. Kobe did play defense, but everything else he really didn't focus on as much. He was a assassin on the offensive side of the ball, and that kind of alienated him from his teammates, man, because he didn't get the best out of some people.
But I think at that point in his career, he was just out there to prove something.
I mean, that's 10 years still to go from 2006 to 16. I definitely don't put him in a range with Kevin Durant in no type of form and things like that. I know he was a better leader than Kevin Durant, although he probably
score. Not leader.
I say better scorer also. Scorer, just an overall player. I just think Kobe would be better than Kevin Durant. So
by a landslide.
Even at 24, you know what I mean, when he got power and you know, his game, of course, had to change because he lost his explosiveness. But just being more smarter and calculated with his moves and things. Of course, he wasn't finna pass the ball. He still had that in him, so that didn't go away. You know.
Oh, and let's remember Jeremy Lin's story about when he was on his Lansanity tour. And Kobe came. Kobe just told him stop shooting. Kobe, hey man, hey, pass me the ball.
Hey,
we don't care about none of that.
Yeah. I don't blame that man, nigga. Shit, I ain't come out here to watch you play. Shit, give me the goddamn ball.
Yeah, Jeremy Lin had said that on a pod. Well, he was on a pod with, who was he on the pod with? One other person, I think he was sitting there, and he was talking about that. With
and we heard from Smush Parker a long time ago saying that Kobe wouldn't even speak with him. So what kind of teammate is that? Now that's why I deem Kobe at 24 Kobe. I deem him at certain things like that because it's like that's the same stuff I deem Michael Jordan for. Even though Michael Jordan doesn't go, there's certain things that I deem him for too because you didn't make anybody better. You didn't do it without Pippen, of course. You didn't, do certain things. So
I think he made him better though.
Oh yeah, Jordan made
mind frame, mental aspect. Don't panic when it's getting crazy and close. I think he had a lot of more influence other than frightening folks and things. But
hey, actually punch Steve Kerr. Punch Steve Kerr. What you mean?
Hey,
put his hands on that mic.
Hey, man.
Sometimes you gotta punch a motherfucker to let them know you're real.
Kobe didn't do that much, but
Chris Child punched
Kobe.
What you
mean? Shit, Kobe tried to fight Shaq.
Man, Chris Child two-piece Kobe ass up.
Yeah, Chris Child pieced that man hand real quick.
Like, two-piece and a biscuit.
Kobe didn't want them problems. But that's not what we here for. That's not what we here for.
Hollywood said that he dropped the 81 with number 8. He dropped 81 with the number 8. So
I think that was really 24.
I don't know, man.
Now, hold on, that matters. That matters now. Because whenever that 81, whenever he hit that 81, that was like one of his iconic moments of his whole career. So we need to know when Kobe hit.
I think that was I think that was the 24 Kobe.
Hold on. Let me give. Well, I don't know. It might be the number 8.
Somebody get Jalen Rose on the phone.
Here on this screen right here, it got peak moments, 81 points, 35.4 points per game. It say 2000. Okay, then. But it's up there with the 8 category. So
yeah, it's with the 8 category.
And then see, this the 24 Kobe here, the mental mastermind. You know what I'm saying? Played 639 games, average almost equally from the 8 from the number 8 jersey.
Points. Yeah, 16,000, almost 17,000 points from both of them.
He did that in 2006.
So that must have been 2006.
So that was right before he changed in, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
Right before he changed.
Hey, so that changed some math right there, because the number 8 Kobe got the most iconic moment. That's the most iconic moment of Kobe.
I know, man. So I don't know.
You were right, Hollywood. Hollywood, right? After he dropped the 81, he changed to 24.
Yeah. Hey, okay.
Shout out Hollywood.
Changed a lot.
Yeah.
Hollywood, subscribe to us. Sure.
Like I said,
you better already be subscribed, motherfucker.
Come on, Hollywood 954. What is it? 954?
That's in Miami. Down south. Fort Lauderdale.
Dade County.
Years.
Them Florida boys.
Dade County, Opelika.
What they call
as
Florida
the number
man.
24, as the number 24, he had better shot selection. He had a higher playoff efficiency. He had full control of the game mentally. That was the 24 Kobe, the complete player. You know what I mean? Less athletic, but smarter, more efficient, more accomplished, and individual.
Hey, but that 81 changes a lot, bro.
He said better shot selection.
He was a better shot maker at that time. I don't know about selection now. Hold on.
Yeah,
selection?
That man shot some crazy shit.
Kobe was falling out of bounds. Shit. What you mean? Kobe was putting that motherfucker up. He was letting it fly. So I don't know about the shot selection, but the shot creation and the shot making, definitely. 24, he was making some stuff that we had never seen before. And anytime Kobe put a shot up, it felt like it was going in.
I ain't lying. I couldn't stand him. I ain't never been no Kobe fan, but he better than LeBron.
He better than LeBron. That's all you know. That's all you know. Well, who was the better LeBron then? The Heat version or the championship Cavs?
Because I did hear you just say Kobe had 2 Hall of Fame careers. LeBron had 3 Hall of Fame careers then.
He ain't gonna go that far. We ain't gonna go that far. No, know about that now.
But this ain't about that. This ain't about that. Okay.
Yeah, you
but that ain't this.
You trying to slice.
Hey, he said definitely the Heat, LeBron.
So
but we ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about LeBron career killer.
We'll probably have another show for talk about LeBron or something else though, you know. But
after he sweep the Rockets,
hey, that's fine too. Go on sweep them though. Go on get their season started early. That's for sure. But
as far as this go, man, young Kobe was electrifying. He was exciting to watch and stuff. The older Kobe, I didn't like the older Kobe. I thought he was a ball hog. Real talk. I mean, so I gotta go. And now that you say that 81 happened with number 8, I gotta go with number 8, young Kobe. The Afro Kobe. Kobe.
That's who it is. Pull that on screen up.
That killer mentality though,
Afro
bro.
Kobe.
Shit.
I have to go with Afro Kobe myself. That's what I'm going with. I like 24 too though, but I like that most of the explosive, that fearless going to the hoop Kobe.
Slam dunk champ.
I like that motherfucking Kobe Bryant that tore his goddamn Achilles and then whine like a bitch and fall all over the floor.
God, dog.
Still shot the free throws and then walked off like a man.
He did that.
We ain't got no Kobe where he stub his toe and they gotta carry him off on the cot.
That was Paul Pierce. He had the boo-boo. Paul Pierce had the boo-boo.
He talking about the man's man. Kobe Bryant was like, he was the picture of basketball, bro. Like what
Hollywood said, he was definitely a ball hog, but I mean, who else was going to do his shit? Let's keep it a buck.
Ain't lying. He really had nobody else.
Hollywood. Hey, that's the thing.
Hey,
LeBron,
that's coming from the Heat fan.
Wait a minute though, Hollywood. You gotta make other players better also. They said Jordan made players better. I don't feel like Kobe made other players better. Shaq was
that wasn't his number one thing.
It wasn't.
He's trying to use that as an accolade for LeBron.
Nitpicking here. We nitpicking here because these are great. All of these are great. You know what I'm saying, Hall of Famers and players. But we nitpicking. But Kobe, I gotta go with number 8, Kobe. Young Kobe, man.
Yeah, me too. 08, the athletic assassin. I'm going with him. Afro Kobe. Afro Kobe.
No one said 24 Kobe then.
Yeah, I said number 24 because I thought the 81 was there. But man, now I'm like, I got to sway it to 8. But
no, you ain't got.
I'm not going to sway to 8 because no. I'm not going to sway. It makes you want to sway that way because that's Kobe's biggest individual highlight of doing that, right?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with 24 still because, like I said, the Black Mamba branding of what we remember Kobe for and really what his legacy is based on is more so the second half of Kobe Bryant, in my opinion, more so than the first. But
you gotta think
I could be
about
wrong.
Motherfuckers are still out here talking about the Mamba mentality.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. His legacy's based off of his second half of his career more so.
Exactly. You can't deny that. Like motherfuckers still. NBA players today talk about the Mamba mentality. But we sat here all the time and say shit. That's one of the things I don't like about LeBron. He ain't got that Mamba mentality, that killer instinct.
That's true. But what Kobe didn't have also, didn't nobody say nothing about when Kobe choked in the finals. Choked in the finals. He also, just like we talking about LeBron choking in the finals against Dallas Mavericks, Kobe choked in the finals against the Celtics. Missed free throws, incorrect crunch time. Even the one that he did beat the Celtics in, he didn't play good. He did not play well in those finals. Remember?
Hey, but everybody got their kryptonite, man. The Celtics was here.
That's true. But there were some ups and downs with Kobe, you know what I'm saying? We be acting like Kobe just won every. Some people put Kobe at number 3 all time. And no, that's just not true, man.
And Shaq wasn't out of his prime at that time, Hollywood. Shaq was pretty much coming into his prime when he left Orlando. And Kobe did have players almost the same as Jordan. The thing is, though,
a bunch of role players, good role players.
Hall of Famers.
Y'all had Ron Harper just like Jordan had Ron Harper. You had Phil Jackson just like Phil. I don't even want to get into all that. Maybe we can talk about that. But don't be trying to slight Jordan's success.
Bulls ain't never had Robert Horry.
No, I said Robert Horry was a Hall of Famer who played with Kobe in the Lakers. Got those championships. He had a couple of Hall of Famers on those teams.
I don't know if he Hall of Fame.
Robert Horry? Robert Horry not in the Hall of Fame?
No, I don't think Robert Horry Hall of Fame.
That's crazy. He needs to be. Ain't no way he can't be.
He should be.
Ain't no way that man can't be in the Hall of Fame if he got that many rings, man.
Big shot ball.
Yeah, big shot ball.
And he hit the big shot. He hit big shots, man. But I'm just saying, Kobe had some good players. You know, he had some legacy players. Of course, they probably
wasn't in the Hall of Fame.
He had some players. But everybody got players on their team, though. So it's not just pointing out. I mean, just, you know, it's a lot of players been on a lot of highlights and did a lot of stuff, though. But you're a role player. You're a role player. It is what it is. Everybody got. You know.
They had good role players, man, that knew how to play their part. Like back then, man, when Kobe and the Jordan era, man, they had players that wanted to win at all costs. So if I had to take a back seat and just be a supporting member of the cast, shit, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm getting paid, ain't gonna get a ring out of it.
Well, even the other players, the older players, talk about how Kobe would go back to the gym after, you know, they'll go to the gym 2 times a day, he going 3 times a day. They going to the club, he going back to the gym. Like, so yeah. Kobe did have a certain type of focus at a certain point in his career, and I think that was after his situation that happened in Colorado. You know, he just poured everything into basketball. Even Kobe, let's remember, Kobe was a big advocate for women's basketball, bro. If Kobe didn't pass when he did, women's basketball was benefiting a lot from him and his camps and his shoes. He was putting different spotlights on different females. He was mentoring females, you know what I'm saying? So Kobe was putting his mark on basketball as a whole. He was doing his documentary, won a Grammy or some shit, didn't he? Like, he was doing
he had the little podcast on breaking down film and everything else. He was starting to come along and do a lot in his retirement. You know what I mean? So he definitely on the tail end. He was finna pick up on some stuff before he you know what I'm saying, passed away and all. But yeah, for sure.
Yeah, she definitely would have been a beast.
Rest in peace, Gigi and Kobe.
Yeah. So in conclusion, it all comes down to we got 2 number 8 and 2 24s. So Hollywood 954, we need you to break this.
Come on, Hollywood. What you say, Hollywood?
Number 8 or number 24?
8 or 24.
Who the
Don't
best
let us
Kobe?
down, Broward County.
Get us in the comments right now. Come on, Broward County. Get in the comments right now and end this debate.
What number?
Yeah,
number 8 or number 24?
Come on, comment. We got somebody in the comments break this tie for us. Which Kobe was the best Kobe?
Can't leave it at a tie. Not here on the game. I mean, Nick Madden TV.
I'm keeping it a buck. Number 8 made 24, so 8 for me. Hey.
Okay, number 8, young Kobe. Afro Kobe wins the debate.
Afro Kobe wins.
Shout out Hollywood 954.
When you have been officially added to the ban list.
Yeah, I was about to say, shout out to y'all, but I think this is bullshit. We need a recount. It was rigged.
How rigged?
Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the Game Changer Podcast, TGC Podcast. We do political debates, we do sports debates, we do culture, we do news, we do all that. So y'all stay tapped in right here on the TGC Podcast. Till next time.
And don't y'all forget, man, Nick Madden TV for sports and music and entertainment, man. Choose life.